All right, guys, welcome back to Currency with a Twist. Feeling better, as you can see. You know, the other night I was on here, I said I was feeling better. It came back, and let me tell you, it hit me over the head with a baseball bat and knocked the crap out of me again. So, some of y'all said in the comments that you saw it in my eyes and stuff like that, and yeah, you were right. Anyway, guys, thanks for all your well wishes and stuff like that. It really means a lot to me. I love you guys as well. I really do. Tonight, we're going to get into a couple things here. I'm going to read some of the events that have gone on and that we've heard of in the Dinar communities, if you will. And then I want to talk about what I would mention the other day about the massive land grabs that's going on. There's not a lot of information about the land grabs out there. Let's be real. You know what I mean? They're not running freaking commercials about it. And they're not, openly just like, hey, yeah, this is what we're doing, guys. So you really got to explore a lot of back channels and, all these different things to try to find some information. But I have a couple things, some talking points about it that I want to put out there to you guys so we can get in the comments and we can discuss it together. Yep, that's what I want to do. Anyway, real quick, some of the comments that were out there. Mr. Rogers, too many rabbit holes, don't go down them. Look at all the conspiracies from the queue. I've heard many with a lot of them. Listen to that garbage for years, he says. They're just as bad as the Dinar gurus. So many conspiracy for years, nothing has ever seen the light of day. That's Mr. Rogers. As he also says that it's all about inflation for Argentina. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. The Argentinian president or whatever he is out there saying there's no more money, telling people that there's no money and all this good stuff. I guess they have a plan. We just got to watch it. Obviously, it was bad planning that got them to where they are today. I like some of the comments you guys were saying about the World War II, Nazi people fleeing to Argentina and stuff like that. That's all pretty good. I like a lot of the information that you guys are giving me out there. Margie's Place, yes. Better not be taking our national parks. Not on my watch. Hell no. Hell no is right, Margie. And we're going to talk about some of it tonight because I think it's downright despicable. I think it's just, it's sad. It's sad. I mean, I can't believe that they would even talk about that. Biden isn't in control. No, I agree with you, Roxy. I don't think Biden is in control. I think there's people pulling the strings in the back that are just, Biden's nothing more than this. It's probably Barack. How many of y'all watched that new Barack Obama movie that he directed, him and Michelle Obama? Leave the World Behind or something like that? Yeah, I watched it the other night with my wife. It wasn't a bad movie, don't get me wrong. I have my feelings and thoughts about it. Sandra Bullock, they really made her look like a racist bigot, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They really did that. And then her husband looked like just a buffoon. A buffoon. He couldn't make a decision. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. You know what I mean? They really, I don't know. Was that on purpose? I don't know. You guys watch the movie. Let me know what you think. It's on Netflix. It's not a bad movie. I won't get into it. You know what I mean? I thought the deers were crazy. I thought that whole deer angle was kind of weird. But that's just me. You guys let me know what you think. James Bernhardt. What's he say here? You got it. They devalue it and buy it back on the cheap. Look at what they said about Bitcoin when it was 1,000 for years. They lie. Was it Argentina? Food too high and scarce. Eating dogs and zoo animals? Maybe. I know in Venezuela they had a problem a couple years back when I think when Chavez was still there, when Chavez went out, they were killing zoo animals in a lot of the people, and that was an ugly situation. Yeah, guys, a lot of your comments are great. I love the comments. Keep bringing the comments. I'm trying to respond. I've been sick, so I've been very slow to respond, but I'm going to get to all of them. You know what I mean? I'm going to get to all of them. I was listening to something earlier about China and Russia And this guy feels like China's going to implode. They're imploding now, but he feels like they've really tightened up on all the information coming out of China. They're not telling us jack. And he thinks that China is going to, start to disappear from the market. He was talking about container ships coming over from China. Right now, trying to get things from China is almost a year out. And he thinks that a lot of that stuff's never going to show up. He said the most reliable thing that we can depend on is going to be tractor trailer stuff on the continent of North America coming up out of Mexico. And that we're planning and we're in the works now of trying to do something with Mexico to bring them up to speed to be able to build things and do more than what they are doing to take place of China. He doesn't think a lot of things are going to come down to China much longer. He also went on to say that he sees the end of Russia as we know it, and that's why they're in Ukraine. You know, they need a distraction, for one. Two, they need to expand their borders, but he was saying something about, and I only got a little bit of it, and then it went out. Basically, Russia had messed up their education system or something way back, 30 years ago. And a lot of the people who have education, who have a lot of knowledge and stuff like that are turning 62. So they're having a problem with their workforce. Excuse me. Same thing with China. They're having problems with their workforce, getting people to work. I know I'm just scarcely rambling things. I'm just throwing it out there because that's what I do with you guys. And I appreciate that. I love you for the fact that you listen to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, guys, all right? I was listening to Mark Z. He was sitting in an airport. And the only thing that really stood out to me is I didn't have much time to listen to Mark. I had a lot going on. I was actually at work when I was trying to listen to this. The one that stuck out to me the most, though, was he's hearing dong is still $2 to $3 to the dollar. Wow. Wow. Could you imagine a $2 to $3 dong? Can you? Hell, I can. I know what that means for me. And man, that means, like I told you before, this guy doesn't have to go back to the job that he knows today. He'll be doing a lot of other cool stuff. Traveling with the family, taking the wife somewhere. By the way, today is me and my wife's 9-year wedding anniversary. So I stayed home from work today. It's, 9 years. Love you, baby. Love you. Wouldn't trade you for anything in the world. I wouldn't ask you about that. You'd probably trade me for just about anything. Anyway, yeah, Mark's hearing $2 to $3 on the dong. Frank26 had a bank story out there. It goes as a lady called Chase Bank and asked, would they be exchanging the Iraqi dinar this January? And the bank response, the bank teller said that they haven't been given any info as of yet, but that they will probably get info around the 31st or on the 1st of January about what currencies they'll be exchanging. And the lady should, open an account anytime that she wants. They didn't know which branches would be taking foreign currencies, that not all would. Okay. That's cool. At least they didn't shoot her down and tell her she was a moron. You know what I mean? That's cool. I like that, I don't think the people at the banks really know anything. I think we know more than a lot of them. Anyway, let's get into some more here. Prime Minister al-Sudani said on Thursday that economic reform starts with the financial and banking sectors. Yeah, absolutely. And think about and remember back all the stuff that they've been doing to their financial and banking sectors. Iraq has been hot and heavy over the last few years at changing their banking systems, and how the financial systems work over there. You know what I mean? Completely night and day from where they used to be. What else did he say? Noting that the government is committed to providing the dollar at the official rate. And he also stressed that the Iranian side has no problem in dealing commercially with Iraqi dinars or tomans. You see, so what Iraq is trying to do, or what they are doing, is stabilizing and naturalizing relationships with everybody in the Middle East. And that's awesome. That's awesome. They're not just going to rely upon good old Uncle Sam anymore. You know what I mean? Because I think Uncle Sam is like a vampire, probably draining them. I'm not saying we haven't helped in some way, but if I had to guess, we're probably sucking the lifeblood out of Iraq as much as we can. So anyway, let's hope and pray that that continues to grow that way. I'm glad Sidoni's putting all that information out there. He had talked about implementing Article 140 of the Constitution, which is the census part. You know, they're starting to get in line with all of the rules and regulations. And that's awesome. You know what I mean? They're taking all these steps very serious. He also wants to end any and all outstanding problems between Baghdad and Erbil. That's huge. That's huge. You know what I mean? That's I think that encompasses HCL. That encompasses so many things because for the longest, Erbil, Baghdad, no agreement. Oh, we have an agreement. We have an agreement. Nope, no agreement. No agreement. Oh, we have an agreement. No agreement. No agreement. So if this can get done, I think that goes a long way for us. I really think that goes a long way for us. So that's just some of the things from around with the dinar. There's a lot more out there, but you guys have heard it all, and these are some of the things that stuck out for me that I wanted to chat about. How many of you heard that China has banned Christmas again this year? China's banned Christmas. It's crazy. And they're talking about singing Christmas music and carols only about Xi. You should sing about the government or Xi Jinping. It's the only people you should sing about. Not Santa Claus. Not jingle bells. No. That's Chi is up there jingling the bells. You know what I mean? How goofy is that? God, that's goofy to me. I don't know. Merry Christmas, Xi Jinping. Let's get into the land grab thing real fast. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hold you guys up very long. It's Friday night. I know a lot of you guys are about to go out there and get busy, drink a little wine. So let me just get it out here for you. Like I said, there's not much info. They don't talk about this. They don't blast this out. You know what I mean? They don't have a web page discussing the land grab thing, and you don't see people coming out and doing news presses and stuff like that. So, but what I've heard is there's a lot of discussions going around in Congress. A lot of congressional people having little deals and secrets and conversations in their offices about a land grab. And from what I understand, they want to take all the national parks and federal lands and put them into a trust. To a nice little trust. And why a trust? Because then they can put the trust on the stock market. Yeah, on the good old exchange. And then people can start buying shares of it. And, you know, trust is like a corporation, I guess, in some respects. Guys, don't crucify me. I'm not a trust attorney. I'm not a Wall Street broker. But this is what I'm hearing. If they put those things into a trust, then they can start selling shares of it. But who's going to buy the shares? Rich people? Other countries? I don't know. Let's dig in. Federal lands. How many of you have ever heard of Yellowstone? I have. It's also a great show. Love Kevin Costner. But what's out there? Well, for one, there's gold. Or let's just take the easiest. How about the mineral rights of all the things that are out there and the land? And then what if we can't go see the geysers? What if we can't go to Yellowstone anymore because it doesn't belong to the American people anymore? No, it belongs to, hell, Jeff Bezos or the dude from Microsoft. Well, God forbid. What if Xi Jinping wanted to buy up some of that land and then say, oh, no, we're going to put a fence around it. And this portion belongs to China. And you can't go there. But all the Chinese guys that are coming in that are, military age. We're going to create our own little China zone in the heartland of America on one of your national parks, guys. I don't know if that could happen, but it sounds damn plausible to me. They're talking about selling it. I think that's crazy. Think about it. Anybody ever heard of Chocolate Mountain? Anybody ever heard of that place, Chocolate Mountain, Northern California? It's been a national park forever, but I think it was the great Dianne Feinstein from the state of California who decided that it should be off limits. Yeah, we can't even go there. We haven't been able to go there. Now, I'm sure if you're from the area, you can probably get in there, sneak in there. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. I was told that it's off limits and that Dianne Feinstein decided that for her great state. Because of the amount of oil and gold and all the stuff and the mineral rights that are in these parks, guys. This is a gold mine for them. Think about it. Why else would they want to do it? There's got to be some sort of financial reason behind it. Why else would you do it? And these are the people that get up there and tell us all these great things, and we elect them, and they kiss our babies, they sign our foreheads. We spend hours waiting to hear them give us their stump speeches. We send them money, and then these bastards get up there and they want to do this kind of stuff. They think we're stupid, guys. They swear we're stupid. I promise you they do. I bet you a few of them go up there with these dreams and aspirations to help and do right. I don't doubt that. I'm sure there's some of them up there, but the majority of these guys get up there and it's about the money. It's about what they can get and the power that they have while they're there. We need to go back to the way everything was written. You don't get these term after term after term. You go serve your term, you go back to your farm. You go back to your little town or village. You don't keep your ass up there for 40 years, 25 years. By that time, you're corrupt. You're a bad apple. You're not doing no good for anybody. Get the hell out. Do your part. Leave. That's how I feel. I think that's the way it was written. I think that's what our founding fathers had in mind. It wasn't for people like Ted Kennedy to get up there and be up there for 40 years. It wasn't meant for people to do that. It's been taken hostage. Our government's been taken hostage by a faction of people who think they can control everybody because the rest of us are dumbasses and they got all the answers. Bullshit. So guys, I get heated. I love this country. I believe in this country. But it's been hijacked, guys. It's been hijacked. And it happened a long time ago. But you know what? Damn it, it's time to make a change. And more of us need to get out here, make more of these videos, and do something about it. Do something. Anyway, it's irritating to me, man. You know, the elites are going to be the ones to buy all of our lands up and stuff like that. It's going to be the elites. It ain't going to be me and you. It ain't going to be some guy that you know that owns a really successful small business. It's not. It's going to be your Jeff Bezos. It's going to be your Microsoft guy. It's going to be your Elon Musk. I don't know. I'm not sure about Elon. But it's going to be other countries. China, Russia. How would y'all feel if Putin bought up part of the damn Grand Canyon? Huh? Or even some of these rich fellas, these billionaires out here. You know, and they wanted to start charging you astronomical amounts of money, and they made it some kiddie Disneyland type crap. No. What if Mount Rushmore had a freaking roller coaster and a bungee cord jumping off the nose? How stupid would that be? I don't know, guys. I get really frustrated. It really just pisses me off to even think this is a conversation. A conversation. You know, I had somebody tell me, oh, look, man, stick to the dinar. Don't talk about nothing else. Stick to the dinar. Well, brother, we got to talk about other things. Because think about it. If they can steal our national parks and do all this other shit, do you not think that when your dinar wealth comes, they won't steal it from you? Do you? Damn right they'll steal it from you. Because they think you're stupid. And they think they're above the law and that there's nothing that can happen. Well, I tell you what, homie, we ain't going out like that. I'm damn sure not, and I'm going to preach it to everybody that'll listen. So we're going to talk about more than dinar. We're going to talk about more than dong. We're going to talk about every goddamn thing. Excuse me. How many of you ever heard the phrase, you will own nothing and you will be happy? You will own nothing and you will be happy. Klaus Schwab. The WEF website, Klaus Schwab. He's talking about something else that's retarded to me. that Americans would need permission to travel abroad, and they can only go once every 2 years with the permission of the government. Doesn't that sound like some communist stuff to you? What is that about? And Klaus Schwab, who the hell are you to try to dictate what Americans are doing? Because you got money? You think that you can dictate what Americans are doing? Tell you what, homeboy, bring yourself over here to Georgia. Let's sit down and have a conversation at my table, big guy. Think I'm going to listen to you? Because you got a couple dollars? Get out of here. You're a clown. You're a fool, Klaus Schwab. You think that's going to happen? Try that shit here. Come to Texas. Come somewhere around down here, and you let us know what your thoughts are, and we'll tell you what ours are, homeboy. Anyway, they're trying to have this thing put together, our illustrious congressman, and I don't know how well it'll work, man, but one guy was talking about they're trying to have all this thing put together and slid up under the disguise of Christmas and all the things going on in Israel, so that way when Daddy Joe gets back from Christmas vacation, he can sign it into law. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bullshit. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm probably a little too upset to do the show. I'm sorry. I'll calm down. But I wanted to get these talking points out to you tonight. I hope you guys will think about it. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, where you guys are at on it. Somebody had emailed me talking about they had saw that somewhere in Iraq, the exchange rate is going to post by this weekend. I don't know, guys. I hope it does. I wish the hell it would. But I don't know. So keep your eyes posted out there. Keep your ears to the ground. And let's hope for the best, guys. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope we can stop all these evil guys. Let's hope we can bring all this darkness to the light. All right? Please. Hopefully we get some more information about the good old Hunter Biden and his daddy's dealings. I know a lot of that's going on. I'm listening. And we're going to put together a couple more things. We'll be back tomorrow night for another show. Probably run a little longer. Hopefully you guys got this. We can go over some of the comments about this. Please excuse my language. I know I got out there tonight. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Stay warm. Currency with a twist. We'll see you tomorrow.